Hey, everybody. So you're thinking about buying a house. You go on your phone, you look at the app that allows you to monitor your credit, and it says you have a 700 FICO score, and you think to yourself, I've got to improve my credit score so I can get a better interest rate. So you go online and you start going down the rabbit hole on Google into these different chat rooms, and you walk out more confused than you were when you went in. I know because I've done the same thing. So this video is designed to try and help you guys navigate through some of that stuff and learn from somebody who does this for a living. Okay, so number one, the highest impact that you're going to have on your credit is going to be whether or not you pay your bills on time, right? If you have any late payments or if you have a collection account, this is going to have the most serious impact to your credit score. Now, before I move away from this, here's something that I find some clients do, and I want to prevent you from making a mistake. Let's just say that you do have a collection account. Let's say that you went to the hospital and you had something done and you forgot all about it, and there's a collection account on your credit. What you do not want to do is you do not want to willy-nilly just call that collection agency and just pay that. What you should do is, first of all, you should have a lender that helps you do all of this, that kind of gives you the guidance on how to take care of this. But you should call the collection company and you should say to them, I would like to clear up this collection in as nice a way as you can. Remember, you attract more bees with honey. Say, I want to clear it up. If I pay this off, or if we come to an agreement today, will you give me a letter of deletion? A letter of deletion, folks, is this company sending you a letter saying that if you pay this off, that they will have it removed from your credit, or they won't contest it. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to have that bad debt removed once you pay off the debt and you get this letter of deletion. A mistake I see from people is they call up the company and they just pay it. Now, what happens when they do that, you guys probably know that bad credit stays on your credit report for 7 years, right? So let's say the debt was from 3 years ago, but then you turn around and you call them up today and you pay it. It restarts the clock. It restarts the activity on that bad debt. It's going to show up that it was a collection account that is paid, and now that's going to stay on for the next 7 years. So you should always ask for a letter of deletion. So now let's just say that you don't have bad credit. Let's say that you pay your bills on time and you can't figure out why your score is 690 when you've got 15 years of paying your credit on time like clockwork. You never have been late on anything. Well, usually what happens is it means that you have other things going on with your credit report, and it usually means that maybe you're overextended on how much debt you're carrying on your revolving debt. It's called credit utilization. So let's just say that you've got one card that's $5,000, it's got a $5,000 limit on it. You've got another card that has a $10,000 limit, and you've got another card that has another $5,000 limit. That's $20,000 of available credit, right? So when you carry a balance over 50% of whatever that credit limit is, I'm not talking on each card, I'm talking collectively on all of your cards. If you carry a balance over that $10,000 in this example, it actually hurts your credit score. It has a pretty big hit on your credit score when you are over that 50% credit utilization. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get that credit utilization under 50. Now, where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck is when you bring that credit utilization under 30%. So if you have a $20,000 of available credit, you want to make sure that you're under that $6,000, which is the 30% of your available credit. That's going to have the biggest impact on your credit positively. So, a lot of people, they go and they pay off a credit card all the way, and they go, well, I'm going to get these small credit cards first. The big deal here is the overall credit utilization, folks. You want to make sure that you're always carrying that balance below 30% if it's at all possible. Now, here's another pro tip that a lot of people don't know. What you really want to do, let me tell you, I used to make the mistake, is that I had, 3 credit cards, and the billing cycle on those cards would end on the 13th of the month. I'm just going to use this as an example. So that meant that on the 13th of the month, that's when the billing cycle ended. And then on the 14th, I would get a new bill stating that, I owed $100, let's say, or $200 or whatever that would be. Well, what I usually did was, as soon as I got that bill, I would go online and I would pay it. And I would pay extra on it because I didn't want to forget about it. But see, you get your bill on the 14th, that means you have for the rest of that month, and then until the 13th of the next month, before that credit card company is going to report that to the bureaus. So ideally what you want to do is and what I used to do is that I would pay it on the 14th, right? And then I would turn around and use my card again. And by the time my billing cycle ended and the credit card company would report my credit, I had just added a bunch more stuff onto my credit card. Even though I paid it off on the 14th, I just figured I was being very responsible. You don't want to do that. Call up all of your credit card companies, or you could probably just go online and figure out when the end of your billing cycle is. That's when you want to make your payment. So if your billing cycle is on the 13th, you want to maybe on the 11th, you want to figure out, okay, well, what's it going to take to get me under that 50%? Or what's it going to take me to get under that 30%? And that's when you want to make your payment, because when the payment hits and then your billing cycle ends, that's when they're going to report your balance to the bureaus. So you want to make sure that you're always paying that lump sum. Figure out, it's pretty easy to get in there and figure out what your credit utilization is. And when you have, let's say you're at 32% credit utilization and you pay it on the 14th, but then you add an extra 3 or 4% on there, and now you're back over 30% again. So make sure that you pay it right before your billing cycle. Now, one of the lowest impacts to your credit is having your score pulled. A lot of people think that it really hurts your credit score a lot. It does. If you're the type of person who gets your credit pulled on a consistent basis, like every couple of months you're applying for a new credit card or some jet skis or whatever, the cumulative effect of all those credit pulls is what's going to have a harmful effect on your credit. Having your credit pulled occasionally has an impact on it, but it's very minor. It could just be a couple of points, if anything at all, especially if you're the type of person who hardly ever gets your credit pulled. So having a lender pull your credit is a necessary evil. They're going to have to do it. They cannot do a loan without doing that. Lastly, I just want to leave you with this. Guys, whether you're using us or not, you need to get a hold of a loan officer as soon as you get the idea in your head that you want to buy a house, because a good loan officer is going to help you plan for this event. They're going to tell you, how much money you need to put down. If there's any, a down payment assistance programs that you can take care of. If you do have credit that can be improved, they might be able to help you to improve that credit score. Whether you're thinking about buying a house 2 months from now, or whether you're thinking about buying it 2 years from now, it's really important that you get in front of a reputable loan officer that is big on education. They're big on educating you about the process and helping you plan for this massive event, okay? Hopefully this helped you out a lot. And don't hesitate to call us if there's anything that we can do to help you. You can email us too. I'll put that information at the end of this video. And do us a favor, like our page if you're seeing this on Facebook. Subscribe to our channel if you're watching this on YouTube, and follow us on Instagram if you're on Instagram. Thank you so much, folks. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope this helped you. Take care.